Today I'm going to show you how I make birthday toppers for cupcakes. I'm using my tappets, a range of cutters, a sharp knife, a rolling pin, some corn flour, some food safe brushes, PME fun fonts, some water. I always add some CMC to my fondant because it just makes it nice and firm for the toppers, so I knead that in and then use some corn flour to roll my fondant out. I'm going to emboss on this one and I'm going to use these fun fonts first. These are from Vanilla Valley and I'm just gently pressing in the name and the age of the birthday boy. Then I've got a range of cutters and I just use the ones that look like they're going to fit nicely. Sometimes I just cut out round the name in a rectangle shape with my sharp knife. When I'm using the tappets for my letters, I like to roll my fondant out as thin as possible, so thin that I can see the lines of the mat through underneath. I use plenty of corn flour and then just cut them into little squares and then roll again so they're as thin as possible. Gently push my tappet over the top and then just tap onto the mat and it pops out. Vanilla Valley also do these tappets and other cake decorating companies online do as well. Tappets do take a little bit of practice, but get there in the end. You just have to persevere. I'm now using these fun fonts, which is like a cursive joined up script, again just to do the name and using a hexagon to go round. The customer asked for these just to be bright and cheerful. Then with a food safe brush, I just wet some of the fondant and use my brush to pick up the letters. They are very delicate and they can break easily, which is why I just use a brush to lift them up and place them where I want them. And to get the corn flour off, I just use a damp brush and it comes off straight away. Again, then just a sharp knife to cut it out. These FMM large number tappets were from the cake decorating company online. So I use these to do some 13s. I wet some black fondant and then just lifted them on carefully with my sharp knife. You can firm these up in a low oven for 5 to 10 minutes, but I usually just put them on a foam mat and leave them overnight. Trying to paint these before they've firmed up is really difficult. It's much easier to do once they've firmed up for 24 hours. So this is me just putting them on the foam mat now, and then the next day it's time to paint them. I use this Wonder Dust by Sugar and Crumbs. This one's beautiful, it's called Starry Night, and I just put a little bit in the lid and add some rejuvenator and then use a 00 brush to paint in the letters and the numbers. I'm doing a video soon about how to paint in fondant letters because it is something that I know people do find quite tricky, so I've got a few tips for that. I did a couple of the happy birthday ones. And then here are the finished cupcakes all done. It's 12 vanilla cupcakes with vanilla buttercream, and I also added some official teenager toppers too, as well as some bright multicoloured sprinkles.